sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, so what you gonna do with that? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like won't fall again and I put that. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
second nature. All is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will. Explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my paw, and look at my dogs from way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up?
We are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Second and
the last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Burrow on 3rd down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's got this down to the 35.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
Burrow on play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And some room to work. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The give is to Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
DJ Jones.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was taken down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Browns, nothing.
Hey, 22.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the 50, Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of
so
10.
1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 2nd and 11 now. Now Burrow. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Sometimes I need a shake.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Wildfield. Alert! Come. Zebra.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check 3.
Again, it's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Titans 14, Browns 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Wall, get wide. Check it out. Stay 50, stay 50.
Out of the gun, Stafford winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Second and 15.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. There's Vic Beasley. Always tough to block as he gets in to bring him down.
No, not today. That lady. Mike, 56. Been a long day for you. 56, the Mike, boy, 56.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Ginn. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the Titans' 41-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Again, it's Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
First down, here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
To the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier, taken down at the 19-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
57's the mic.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Mixon on the carry.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
He's taken down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Here we go.
Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nyheim Hines, 78 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that 1st layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford got an open man. It's Washington. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Hey, 70. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. They'll try to left side. Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Lucky. 32. 57. Mike, 57. Watch it.
Play action. Stafford. Rolling to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
To get started, a tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a two-score deficit here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for the Browns for 52 yards. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 46. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. It's Mixon on the counter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jordan Willis in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Third and 2, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.